Hey guys, welcome back to Aunt Susie's Kitchen. Today we're gonna do something that we've never done here before. We're gonna do an unboxing. For those of you who've been following me, you know that my kitchen is currently under construction. And so I haven't really been able to do a lot of cooking, but I've still been getting videos out. I thought maybe it was a good time to go ahead and buy some new cookware. So I got this set. It was a really good buy, and I'm gonna unbox it. Let me just say before I even go any further, I am not being paid by Cuisinart to do this. This just happens to be a set that I really like. The price was almost a price I couldn't walk away from. When we get to the end, I'll share with you where I got it from and what I paid for it. It comes with an 8-inch skillet, a 10-inch skillet, 1.5 quart saucepan with a cover, 3-quart saucepan with a cover, 3.5 quart saucepan with a cover, and an 8-quart stock pot with a cover. So that is a 10-piece set. That's a lot of stuff to get in one box. And it definitely is really going to complement the pieces that I use every day, which pretty much is my stainless saucier that I got from my wonderful children for Christmas this year. And also I have a vast array of cast iron pans and of course some non-stick skillets, which every chef will admit is the key to the perfect egg. So some of the things that this set boasts about, other than being stainless, is that it has a nice thick base, and it is made with an aluminum encapsulated base, which will heat quickly and spread heat evenly. So that's going to avoid hot spots and cold spots in your pan, which is great. Something too you may or may not know, but when it's cold, stainless is porous. So you definitely always want to heat your pan very well before you go ahead and use it. So that's about it. It also boasts that it has handles that stay cool to the touch while you're cooking, which is also very important. So let's go ahead and unbox this. Let's see if it is worth what I paid for it. And just go ahead and turn it around so that when I pull the lid, it doesn't block your view. It's packed very well. It comes with some information, phone number if you have any questions. You can register your pots and pans with the company, and it has a use and care guide, which also tells you how to take care of them, which is good, because if you're new to being a stainless owner, you definitely want to learn how to take care of it. So I'm going to imagine that this is one of the lids here, and it is. All right, so look at that. Look at how shiny that is. You can see yourself in it. Loving that. Loving how shiny stainless is when it's brand new. It's so durable, stainless steel. Let's see if I can come around to this other side over here so that you guys can get a good shot. Yeah, stainless is very durable. It's almost impossible to destroy a set of stainless steel pots and pans, a good quality anyway. You certainly can get a substandard quality that's made of a very thin stainless that have very thin bottoms that burn easily, and then it makes it very difficult to clean. But I don't know that I have ever personally ruined a stainless pot to the point where it can no longer be used. So this is the small saucepan, which is great. I'm always looking for a small saucepan because you just want to make a cup or two of gravy or sauce, and you feel like when you take a big pot out, it kind of gets lost in the bottom of it. So that's definitely a plus to have one that size. Now this is the smaller skillet, and I'll tell you what I really like right off the bat. I like the way that on the inside, I don't know if you can see this or not, but these pans are kind of graduated so that they don't go really steep down to the bottom and then come across and make those seams where things get stuck inside them, which is what I like about my saucier. It has sides that kind of go in and are very smooth so that you can whisk. And this is kind of the same idea. Not quite as beveled as a saucier is, but definitely not as steep as most pots and pans are. So kudos to you, Cuisinart, for recognizing that no cook likes to have things stick in the corner of the pans like that, because that's super annoying. So, okay, this is the larger pan now. Wow, this is great. So there is definitely some weight to these pans. Most of that weight comes from this base. Can you see how nice and thick that bottom is? That's what you want, guys. You don't want a pan that's thin on the bottom, because then everything you try to cook is going to burn. And that is not good. Okay, so I've got the larger of the two saucepans here. Look at this. This is great. And again, it has some weight to it. It's not so heavy that it's too heavy to hold, but it definitely lets you know that there's substance to it. This is not a cheap set of pots and pans by all means, even though when I tell you what I paid for these, you will probably want to go out and get a set. But again, this is not a plug for Cuisinart. This is nothing more than me sharing my unpackaging experience with all of you, because I think it's kind of neat to see for yourself in case you are in the market for a new set of pots and pans. I would definitely recommend this for the quality alone and the way that these pans and pots are made. I would definitely recommend that you go out and you know, consider these. So let me move this over, and I'm just going to take all of this packaging real quick and put it back inside the box and take it out of the way so I can put these all out. Perfect. Okay, so look at that. This is great. And then these are kind of interchangeable with each other, which again is great. And this is the last one. This is the large saucepan. This is an 8-quart, which is great, which means it holds 2 gallons. For those of you doing the quick numbers in your head, 4 quarts in a gallon, 8 quarts is 2 gallons. And this is the lid that goes on a smaller sauce pot. And you know what too I'm noticing as I am putting the lids on these pots and pans is the way that the lids are shaped. Now, have you ever put a lid on a pan while trying to steam something and all of the steam comes out, or the pan kind of jiggles and rattles? These lids have a lip around the top so that when you put them on, they are tight. There's not a lot of play in them, and they have that little lip that fits on the inside and then the ridge that goes along the top. So I'm sure that these are going to be great for making rice, making quinoa, beans, whatever you put inside your pot that you want to put the lid on and go ahead and steam it. This is going to be great for that. So here we go. This is the 10-piece set. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Like I said, these lids are interchangeable. They go from one to the other very easily. It's very uncommon that you're gonna have all of these on your stove at one time. So don't think like, oh, well, there's only 4 lids, but there's 6 pans. No big deal. Like I said, they're interchangeable. They work with each other, and they're meant to be versatile. So that's awesome. I love that this saucepan has a handle on it. That's very helpful when you're going to take it off the stove, because like I said, these pans have some weight to them because of the thick bottom. And so this just helps you get a grip on it and kind of keep taking it off the pan very safe. So I promised with you that I'd share where I got these from. Again, this is not a plug. I actually was in PC Richards this weekend. My niece actually happens to be a manager at one of our local PC Richards, and they were having an unbelievable sale. These pans, just as you see, these pots and pans, this entire set was $105. I went online before, I started to look them up. The best price I can find was on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime had them, I think, for $117. Again, you have to be a Prime member to get that price, but I pretty much saw them anywhere from $130 to $140 online through various places. So I definitely think that my $105 was well spent today. I'm gonna do a lot of stuff with these pots and pans, especially, like I said, this one is wonderful because I'm always looking for, you only wanna make 1 cup of rice, or you only wanna make, 2 cups of stock for whatever you're doing. This is perfect for that. And then obviously I have the bigger ones when I make larger quantities, but it's always nice to have a smaller pan, a smaller pot, so that things don't get lost inside it. So that's it, guys. That is my unpacking and my review of this Cuisinart set. I really think it was worth every penny I paid and then some. In fact, I could probably put this on, you know, the marketplace right now and get rid of it for exactly what I spent buying it, which I'm certainly not going to do. But just to give you an idea of the value, I really think that this is a great value. Cuisinart's a good name, and this is a really good pot. So that's it. Have a wonderful evening. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, check us out on Instagram, and of course, like and subscribe our videos. Tell us what you would like to see in the comments below. Be kind, be constructive is fine, but please be kind. This is definitely a labor of love, and something that I hope you find of value, and I hope that you come back and see us again sometime, because there's always something good cooking in Aunt Susie's kitchen, especially now with her new pots and pans.